What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over Google local services ads and really how they work in 2026 and covering the upcoming transition to where local services ads are going to be going to into your Google Ads interface as a performance max campaign with pay per lead goals. So it does seem like these campaigns are going to be very similar to what we see with local services ads in terms of you're still paying for leads, you're still paying for phone calls and messages, you're not paying for clicks to your website, but it will be interesting to see kind of how that transition works and ultimately if it ends up evening the playing field for a lot of companies that are heavily reliant on local services ads. So let's go through our presentation here, starting with this is the whole point of running them. You get leads charged to you. You are paying for leads to your business. So you're going to get a customer. They call you. That lead, let's say, gets charged here. This isn't edited images. This is not real. So it says Corey's Tree Service. But basically, these would be companies calling me from different areas around South Carolina, depending on my service area, and it's showing me when I received all of these different leads in here. You'll also see the job types, search intent, location. So you get good idea of understanding what people are actually searching for and where your leads are actually coming from. So this is what leads look like. The whole point of local services ads is you're saying, hey, I provide a service, epoxy floor installation. So when people are searching for that, I want to make sure my ads are coming up here. Keep in mind, it's not a perfect system. If you are a plumber and you're targeting plumbing, you have local services ads running, you may get people call that are looking for jobs potentially. You may get people call that aren't necessarily looking for plumbing services right now, might just have, some standard plumbing question. So it's not something where you're guaranteed that every single person who's calling is going to be a booked job. And I think the one thing that business owners have complained about is even though the leads are low cost, there are a decent amount mixed in that end up being lower quality. And you also have kind of this get competitive quotes here where you might get more leads this month, but you're not closing as many jobs because those leads are being shared with these other companies. So it's an interesting system overall, and especially in areas where there's a ton of competition, because a lot of times you'll have 10 different companies that are trying to get local service ads leads. And it's like, how does Google decide who to put there? So for local services ads, this is what your charged leads look like. And essentially what you do is you say, here is our Google business profile. Here is our service area. Here are the job types that we do. Here is the budget that we want to, the budget we want to use. So if I say I want to spend $490 a week, I have some clients where this is set to like $10,000 a week, like massive weekly budgets. They usually don't spend it, but it's just a matter of how can we maximize the leads that are coming in. And one of the most important parts of local services ads to me, beyond, hey, you really need to have a good Google business profile. For example, if you are this company that's ranking high, this company that's ranking high, this company that's ranking high for epoxy flooring, then it becomes easier to rank organically. It's also when you're running local services ads, it's going to be helpful to have a company that has really good reviews, gets a lot of new reviews and a lot of new 5-star reviews pretty frequently. That, in addition to having a high budget and making sure that your service is there and making sure that your location is set up, your hours are open, that's what's going to allow you to actually get leads. But there is sometimes where I've ran it for clients and, we might get a few leads a week, and then other clients are getting several leads, almost what feels like a lead every few hours. So it really varies depending on the account. And a lot of it is just depending on overall competition, whether or not you've ran them before, but there will be a big transition when this takes place and they actually go into performance max. So you can turn off the job types you don't want. If you don't want cabling and bracing jobs, you don't want to pay for those, don't add those into your job types. There are some limitations here as well. Epoxy floor installation, for example, you'll see floor installation. So if you are somebody who does a very unique style of floor install, sometimes you might be better off on pay-per-click, like, just a standard Google Ads pay-per-click, because ultimately what can happen is you end up getting jobs for people that are, looking for other types of flooring that you don't do. So with local services ads, just keep that in mind that you want to make sure you have the right job type set up. And then when it comes to your budgeting and bidding, essentially you're trying to maximize total number of leads and spend the least amount, but really how can you get the most number of leads coming in? But some of this will change as that transition happens. So we'll have videos as that's happening because that will be a big change within Google Ads accounts. How they actually work is you're paying for leads. So you get to say, I want either messages or phone calls. And every time one of those comes in, you pay for that lead. I would say the average that I see is probably in the $40 to $70 range. But I do see some really high accounts, $100, $200, $300+ dollars. It really depends on competition, how much people are willing to spend in your local area for those leads. You're not targeting keywords, you're targeting service categories. And basically what Google is doing is they're saying, when people are searching for these services, we are going to serve these specific advertisements. So if you were to change this to, emergency plumbing or drain cleaning or, different types of services, you may start to see some of these plumbing services fall off. Same with tree services. If I'm if I'm searching tree trimming near me and then I do stump grinding near me, there may be a set of companies that does one that doesn't do the other. So just keep that in mind, that when you are running your own ads, it really depends on what service categories you choose. And you'll see here I have emergency plumbing and drain cleaning as job types. So which categories produce your highest job value, which are worth paying for leads? You could always turn everything on and narrow it down as you go. It just really depends on, how much you're willing to spend and how many leads you're trying to get in. But I always say more leads the better, especially initially. And one of the most important things before you ever do anything is getting Google verified. So when you start with local service ads, and we mentioned it here, is go to the local services homepage, and you'll see there's a few offers when you sign up. So you can get an ads credit if you spend this much within the first 60 days. So it's helpful to kind of have something in your back pocket to say, okay, we did spend $1,500. We get a $1,000 ads credit that's coming to us. So as we learn this platform, although the one good thing about local service ads compared to, your standard self-buying of Google ads and Meta ads and things like that, it's much easier to waste your advertising dollars with those. With local service ads, I have found that it's much quicker to be on track and get good leads early on than you do with other channels. So it's available for a lot of different industries. And then once you are running it, essentially set your budget, tell us about your business, complete screening and verification. So Google is going to verify your business, checks on business registration and identity. Then you want to go live, get your leads coming in. So, and then it's just a matter of, hey, we spent X amount, we spent $2,000 last month. We got 50 leads. Do we want to try to spend more and get more leads? Do we want to try to spend less? Is this a good area for us to be in where we're getting 50 leads for $2,000, which is a great deal if you can close a lot of those leads and turn them into clients. So next up is going to be Performance Max migration. Basically, there's going to be a 14-day notice email. If you're already running it, you'll see that email and just, make that transition and understand that it's just moving from one platform to another. May change things over time. If you're kind of not sure about this, you can always reach out to us at Surfside PPC. Management, consulting, audits, we do all of it, so we can help you with the transition or just helping you with management. Last but not least, ranking higher, protecting budget. Answering every call quickly is a good way to make sure that you are going to rank higher, answering your messages quickly, answering your calls quickly. Basically, what Google is going to look for is, are these companies answering when we do send them leads, and are they consistently basically active within the platform and having long phone calls, answering them quickly. Like, they're all good factors that go along with getting more reviews, 5-star reviews, the most 5-star reviews in the last 30-day period. So just make sure that you are also providing good signals back. And really, it just comes down to lead follow-up. Do you have all the processes and people in place to make sure that you are following up with your leads effectively, and that local service ads as a platform continues to send you more? So if you are looking for more leads and you are like, I do not know the best place to get started, or if you're like, should I do local service ads versus search ads? To me, I would start with both. I always say starting with local service is good just to see what you get out of it. As you have the verification process set up at times, if that process takes a little bit longer than running your standard Google Ads campaigns, so having something like this really nice vineswaterexperts.com ad. Nobody is verified around me. Everyone's got things like this. merlesinletpipedream.com. So you'll see running these in both of these different formats is definitely worth it. So this is local service ads. If you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.